Bionanogenomics, technical analysis, fundamental statistics, along with reviewing my current positions and their price targets. Starting off with the price action, we have been forming higher highs and higher lows. Right now, we're pretty much hanging on for dear life. This is the 1 hourly chart, and we're basically right on this ascending level of support right now. We have one further validation at the very bottom here at 558 on the 5th of March. A couple more validations recently, the last day of trading, and then in the after hours, we are probably in the pre-market. If we bounce during the pre-market, we are likely to get rejected at this at one of these three resistance levels. Right, we have the 38.2% level retracement. Right, yes, this was a support level in the past, and now we have confirmed the breakdown, and this is going to be a level of resistance in the future. Also, we have perfect validations here as well. We also have this red descending trend line, red resistance level right here, along with this rectangular red level. So this is going to be a very strong level to break out of. In my opinion, I think this week it is very likely that we are going to break above this and then confirm these two levels, the two horizontal levels, as the new support. In my opinion, that is very likely. There's a couple main reasons for this. Let's go over to another stock, actually, not a stock, but another index rather. If we go over here to the NASDAQ, this is the NASDAQ 100. I did my market update, right? And I said, if we can confirm the breakout here, we're good to go, basically. Because guys, look at this. This is the price target. Once we break out of this bull flag here, right? Symmetrical triangle. This is the price target, and yes, this is the more higher upside price target. The other one that we could draw would be this one right here. If I can grab it here, okay, there we go. All right, that's still plenty of upside. And if the NASDAQ goes up, what typically happens with Bionano will underperform the market greatly when the NASDAQ goes down, and it will outperform the market greatly when the NASDAQ goes up. So basically, it means when the NASDAQ is up 1%, Bionano's up like 5 to 10%, or at least more than 1%. And exact opposite if it's down, right? Roughly, okay, roughly. So this is Bionano's worst enemy, in my opinion. This is if the NASDAQ goes up, we're pretty much good to go, in my opinion. Obviously I can be wrong, and we can just tank this week, right? I mean, look at the last day of trading, right? Friday, down 1.5%. Well, why did that happen? It might have just been a cool down, or it might have been the NASDAQ going down 0.5%. So, we underperformed the market here. Again, Bionano does follow the NASDAQ more than the S&P and Dow in my experience, similar to Microvision, but not that correlated, I would say, in my opinion. But let's go back to Bionano here. If you're looking to get an entry point into this stock, or if you're looking to add shares, this is what I'm going to be recommending. $9.30 down to $9.21. If you can't wait, if you really want to get in, if you think we're going to explode this week, right? I think there's a high chance of that. We're going to be seeing some massive bullish price action in this week. That's your first level. If you want a better entry point, it's a little unlikely that we'll see this. We could, if Monday is a sell-off day, which I think it's unlikely that it'll be a sell-off day, but if it is, we will probably see this next rectangular level of support here sitting at roughly $8.93 down to $8.73. Anywhere in that range, I don't think we're going to really break either of those levels. If we do, it'll probably just be for a quick candle wick down. Guys, if we see this touch $8 again, I'm going to be adding shares. I have a little bit of buying power right now. I will be adding shares probably if there's nothing else that's a better opportunity, in my opinion, at this 50% retracement level at roughly $7.94. And to be safe, probably 801 is where you probably want to set your buy limit. That's probably where I'll be averaging in as far as adding shares. So that's what I think. I think once we break out of these three levels of resistance here, this red descending trend line, the Fibonacci level, and the rectangular level of resistance, I think we're going to confirm that as the new support, and then it's just going to be uptrending after that. It's just going to be, we can form a new trend line, something like something like this, and then we can kind of bounce in between these levels, right? Something like this, and then we'll be back up to $10-15 in no time, really, in my opinion, right? And I can totally be wrong, and we can start dipping. And if it's carnage in the markets this week, all right, I don't think that's going to happen. It definitely can, but I think this is last week was the start of the reversal, and the bottom was found last week. This week is going to be continuing to climb on those gains we made last week, in my opinion. But we will see. We will definitely see. It will be interesting. Let's look at some indicators to see what kind of information we can get from these. Let's look at the 4-hourly and the daily for the RSI. 4 hourly, we're looking at 56.32. So, we're getting up there. We're getting closer to overbought, but on the daily, we're only at 48.96. So we're still closer to being oversold than overbought. This is what you want to see. While we're here on the daily, let's look at the MACD. The signal line is trying to cross underneath the MACD line. That will represent some more bullish sentiment for the stock, and that is going to be the last confirmation and the final confirmation, basically, that there is a reversal. Right? We did break that. By the way, while we're here, look at this freaking cluster chart right here. Wow. Good luck reading this if you're a beginner, right? But yeah, these indicators are meant for the hourly chart, not the daily, right? Real quick, just for fun, let's just look at the monthly chart right here. All right, look at this crap. Okay, yeah, that's how we do technical analysis right there. Yeah, there's your entry point right there. Okay, no, I'm messing around. But if we go back to the daily here, yeah, once we get the signal line to cross underneath the MACD line, that's going to be your final confirmation as far as entry point, as far as confirmed reversal. And while we're here, let me maximize this for you. Looking at the moving averages, the 200-day exponential moving average is below the 55 and 15-day moving averages. This is an extremely bullish sign. Obviously, the gap is widening between these two, especially the 55 and the 200-day. And this is going to represent some bullish momentum. Those are the two most important golden crosses, and we have them. That's what you want to see. And I don't think it's fair to say that this is a head and shoulders here, right? I don't think that's fair. Like, this is a shoulder, this is the head, this is the other shoulder, right? I just think that's so that's very naive, in my opinion, to say, yeah, with the technicals, yeah, you could maybe say it looks like the start of one, sure, but it's just not with this company. It's not probable. It's not plausible or reasonable to assume that. I don't think you can't just look at the technicals. You gotta look at everything. You can't be doing a fallacy of composition, right? That's looking at one thing and applying it to the whole of some whole thing, right? The technicals is one piece of many components of the company BNGO Genomics. You can't just decide your prediction based on technicals. That's why we look at everything in these videos. Not everything, right? We look at a lot of different things in these videos, though, partly to avoid the fallacy of composition. So let's look at the daily Bollinger Bands. Middle Bollinger Band is sitting all the way up at $10.53. That's fair. That's a fair amount of upside right now. We're sitting at $9.38. That's where we're currently trading at. So we got plenty of upside. We are likely to see some resistance from that when we get up there, but we still got plenty of upside to go, in my opinion. So that's what we're looking at as far as the technicals. Let's look at some fundamentals. Insider ownership is 3%. This is what you want to see. All right, this isn't bearish. This definitely is not super low. All right, this is about average. It's not great. You want to see something higher, obviously, but this is not bearish by any means, in my opinion. Institutional ownership 7%. This is not low either. Okay, I've heard some people complaining about this, that it's really low. Like, yeah, compared to some stocks that have like 40% institutional ownership. But let me tell you something: institutions don't know what they're doing any more than you or me do half of the time. Okay, more than half of the time, in my opinion, much more. They are not the all fathers. They're not your overlords, or they're not that amazing. They're not that special. Okay, they're not that special. So take this stat with a grain of salt. Insider ownership is much more important. FinViz, similar stats. All right, that's just kind of like for as much of a fact check as we can. All right, BioNano due diligence. Okay, this is I'm going to link this. This is really cool, actually. Okay, now I know these are just random people on Reddit, but this is actually, these comments here are really, really good. Let me show you this end here. Okay, I'm not going to read all this for you, but basically, just read this last line. Okay, if they can do this at a fraction of the cost as PacBio, then they are going to take a lucrative corner of the market, and it will simply be a matter of scaling their product. This is a big deal. All right, their product has so much capability. We're not going to go into it. Okay, you can go read this. I'm not going to read this to you. All right, you can do that yourself. I'm here to do things that you maybe can't do or don't have the time to do. Okay, but what I will tell you with this thread is that BioNano has a proven product that reduces the time and cost for structural variations in genomes. And I'm not even that deep into the actual technology as far as optical genome mapping and how Sapphire is better at it. But what I know is that they're much more efficient, and their niche is unsaturated. It's an unsaturated market, and BioNano is going to take over because of that their products innovation and disruptiveness. Okay, that's what I can tell you. Let's look at this article as well. I'm going to link this as well. I'm going to link all this stuff in here. You're welcome, guys. This is good information in here that we're going over today. Okay, we got some good stuff today. Addressable market side, Bionano stock is a buy on innovation alone. This is what I've been kind of saying like for a while. I've been saying like I've been telling you guys I don't understand fully. I'm not a genome expert, right? I don't understand it fully. I really don't. I've looked into it. I've done some fairly deep digging in it, but I'm not an expert, right? But this is why it's still a buy for me, partly on innovation alone. All right, let's go down here if I can find this part that I highlighted earlier. Okay, okay. By successfully diagnosing patients who could not previously be diagnosed, Sapphire could save millions of lives. All right, there's so many capabilities with the Sapphire system that it's not even like, okay, I'm investing in it because of the cancer curing and research and advancement possibilities. No, it's like I'm investing in this because of the life saving potential that Sapphire and bionanogenomics can have in dozens of diseases. All right, it's not just optical genome mapping is not just for cancer or Alzheimer's or leukemia, right? Or liver cancer or epilepsy, right? It's for a ton of different things, a ton of different things. There's not really any limits. There's really not any limits in the genome space. That's why it's so it's really attractive, right? So this is a good read though, and this is a recent article, by the way. This isn't just some random thing, right? This is from Larry Raymer, right? It's published 2 days ago. So this is a new article, and this is finally an article, and some guy actually writes something that's not a bunch of dog crap, in my opinion. Like this is actually a really good. This has some very good points, and it has the biggest point that I don't see anyone else making. Really, the potential is limitless with Sapphire. That's my opinion. Okay, based on what I know about the Sapphire, its potential and its a potential addressable market is going to be it's off the charts. It's not measurable. Okay, Google Trends. All right, this isn't really. Usually we don't go over this. All right, I'm adding this time. Okay, this is December 27th. Let's see when the run up started. I think it started. Okay, so yeah, it started literally on December 27th. So what you can see here is that obviously Google Trends is correlated to the price action a little bit, right? A little bit. Okay, we haven't seen any increase in the Google Trend interest since the run up. Since we were, since February 28th. Is that when the Okay, March 5th. Wow. Okay, well, they don't even. Okay, March 5th. Okay, see, so March 5th was right here. That was where it was at its peak, right? And then it goes down, right? Like, really? Now, here's the thing. There's two different kind of scenarios here, and this is a little bit of me putting together pieces that are not necessarily meant to be put together. All right, this is something that no one else will be talking about, and this is just my little synthesis that may or may not be true, right? There's two possibilities here. The first possibility is that mostly everyone that is interested in stocks and penny stocks and low cap stocks and health stocks, right? Whatever you want to call Bionano, however you want to categorize Bionano, right? Most of them already know about the stock since the interest was so high, and now it's it's trading sideways now, right? This chart is trading sideways essentially. It's not trading, right? It's based on the interest, of course. Okay, but it's not really doing anything. So the first option is that everyone who wants to know about Bionano already knows about it, right? Everyone who's interested has already searched it up and knows about it. Now the second option is that there actually is plenty of people that have not actually got into it and actually searched it, because look at how much difference this little run up here, this peak is, and these couple peaks here compared to what it is now, right? People were really interested when it was doing well, right? Let's see this last peak here, January 26th. Let's go see where that was. Okay, so right here. So this is when it was the most interesting on Google Trends, right? And then everything past that was just, not really. Was this maybe because, now this is not for sure, obviously this is just an idea, right? I could be totally wrong, right? There's no way to know for sure if any of these ideas are right, because there's just not enough information available to us to verify my idea, right? But there's a chance that the interest goes up when there's consistent increasing in price action. And I say that because, well, obviously it makes sense on the first run up, right? Obviously, that's how I made the idea, right? And then in the second part, like after the 26th, right? Or right here, after the 26th, after its peak here, it was kind of going sideways. We had a nice spike, but then instant sell off. And then it's just been blood and carnage and then a small bounce since. It's not really being consistent, right? Potentially, all right, there's a low chance of this actually being correct, right? And it's of course not going to be correct over any stock, but there's a potential that if BioNano keeps going up consistently, that the Google Trends will increase. The Google Trends increase or not increase, interest will increase, because last time it was consistently going up, it was consistently at 67, 60, and 67 again, and 60 again, and higher, right? And that obviously, when you have more interest, that doesn't mean there's going to be more buyers, right? That just means there's a higher chance for buyers, because the people looking up BioNano stock, guess what? Most of them are bulls, and a lot of them are looking for stocks that they can potentially invest in. And the more people looking at a stock, the higher chance that a lot of them will or more will invest in the stock. Okay, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Okay, actually, not really. That's kind of complicated and really abstract, really abstract and unique idea, right? Contrarian idea. Potentially, no one else looks at Google Trends for stock research. Okay, this is not our normal tool here, but it's something new that I thought I would add in. Okay. We got more stuff here. Okay, it's every day. It's every day, bro. It's every day. They leave new catalysts. Okay, not this. I don't like this one. All right, we don't need to see that. All right, I get it. Your employees there, cool. But that's not what we want to know. We want to know this stuff. It's all good stuff. All right, go to the Twitter. Go check this out. Go read the replies and the threads that they're in here. This is good news. We're not going to go over these, but yeah, go check out their Twitter, BioNano on Twitter, and your conviction for the stock will increase. Current positions for BNGO. April 7th price target is $10. We've almost hit that already. $50 into your bear case, $100 to $200 into your bull case. I want to talk a little bit about how I make these price targets. All right. So there's not really a strict formula for this. Is actually a pretty interesting topic too, because making price targets to a beginner is like, what? How do I do that? Right? Well, it's really honestly once you kind of get a little experienced, I don't think it's as intimidating as it might. It's not actually as intimidating as it may seem to you at that point. But essentially, what I do is I have like 7 or 8 different indicators that I wrote down, and when I make price charts, I just look at those, I rank them, and then I basically estimate what my thoughts are based on those indicators. So some of the indicators are insider ownership, business model, product, future demand for the product, practicality of the product, and most of it is just the product, guys. What they are doing, how are they going to be profitable? If the product is bad and there's not a demand for it, they're not going to be profitable, right? If the product is innovative and it's something that actually makes if the product makes something in life more convenient for people, whatever that is, it's going to be good, right? You want your product to make things more convenient and more whatever. Yeah, you guys get it. Also leadership, technicals. What have I not said? Institutional ownership. Okay, a lot of different stuff. Okay, and then I go in. I look at the stocks past. And yeah, I try to give a decent price target. And obviously, guys, this is not a science. Okay, if this was a science, I would only have one price target here, with an exact $30.05 on the dot, and then it would just be one price target. But no, I have 3 price targets basically for all these, because I don't know for sure what exactly it's going to be. I think that $4 to 10 to 20. I think it's high. There's a high chance that it'll end up between $4 and $20, right? I think there's a high chance of that. So that's why I put these in here. So for bio, so yeah, that's just a little peek behind the curtain on how I actually make these price targets. Right? It's not an exact formula. Okay, there is not an exact formula for calculating correct price targets for end of year. Okay, you just have to look at all the information you have, and you have to basically give an estimate based on all the indicators and your extensive research. That's what you have to do. That's all it is. So BioNano, $50 into your bear case, 100, 200 bull case. All right, I really believe this, and obviously I can be way wrong, but this is what I came up with. So Just my opinion. Relevant information in regards to the titles. Finish now. Feel free to click off if you have more important things to do. This is the pot while I do the stuff most YouTubers do. The first 5 seconds plus cool stuff as well. Merch / Patreon. We're getting it done. Slowly but surely. We are getting it done. Patreon, I'm actually really excited for. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be. I think it's going to be really a really good thing. Patreon, okay? I think it really is. There's nothing on there that you're going to need to do necessarily to be a successful trader. All you need to do is watch these videos and trade and get some firsthand experience, and you'll improve as a trader, and you'll be successful if you do it for a couple of weeks or months. Okay, guaranteed. If you do it for a couple of months, you will be a successful trader if you're competent. Okay, if you're, yeah, okay, I guess you could go, if you get in a bear market, okay, a couple months to a year, you'll definitely be a successful trader if you just watch the videos and trade. But anyways, man, I'm ranting already. We're on the first point, not even on the second half of the first point. Patreon's really cool. I'm really excited, guys. Go look at it when it's ready and when I link it down below, because I think there's some stuff down there for everyone. I think it's going to be really cool. Merch. That's why the Patreon is not up. I'm working on the merch freaking designs. So yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain, but we're getting that done, and it'll be worth it. It'll be very good. I think, hopefully. I'm not a graphic designer, okay, but I'm working on it. BrandonWolf.com. If you have a serious suggestion or question, that's where you want to send them. Maybe mistakes. Do not expect perfection from me, yourself, or anyone. Okay, I don't want you watching these videos and commenting and stuff if you're going to expect perfection and you're going to expect everything here to be right. Okay, if you disagree with me on something and you think that's foolish that you have a $50 into your bear case, all right, you can give your side. All right, that's fine. I'm not going to censor you because you have a different opinion. That's fine. Okay, I don't. But if you're going to expect all of these to be hit and all of like the $20, $150, $300, $200K, just don't even waste either of our time. Okay, my time is more valuable than that. I don't know if yours is, but don't expect perfection from me, please. Okay, it's in no one's best interest. Use several brokers if you want to use Webull. Free stock link down in the description. Our business model is never going to change based on how successful or or unsuccessful we get. All right, whether we do really well or whether we do nothing and just continue the same growth we've had the last couple of weeks, like 10 subscribers a day to 20. Either way, this is an ambition of mine. We're going to do well, and my promise to you is that we're never going to be asking for likes or subs or putting ads in the relevant section of the video. That's why these videos, that's what sets us apart, and no one else does this. No one else has the honor or competence in some cases or intelligence to not do this, in my opinion, right? Or to do what we do and not ask for likes, not ask for subs, ads in the videos. Okay, not many other YouTubers do this, and we do, and I hope it serves us well. But we will see. I hope it does. And my promise to you is that that's never going to change in the relevant section. Buying that to the moon. We're going to the moon this week, in my opinion. All right, we're going to the moon. Month out price target is $10. Obviously, we've almost hit that. Okay, wrong tab. Wrong tab, Brandon. We've almost already hit our April 7th price target. That's a month out. But guys, I made these price targets during the reversal. Well, not during the downtrend, right? So I didn't know if we were going to crash. I didn't think we were going to crash. I was expecting a correction and a bounce, and obviously we got that. And we've already hit 3 out of, 4, 8, 12, 13 price targets, I believe. We already hit 3 out of 13. So, we're not doing too bad, but we can go much higher than 10. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, the moon is not like 50 cents more, like 62 cents more. No, there's much more room to grow and push for Byron in my opinion. Power is always dangerous. It attracts the worst and corrupts the best. Ragnar Lothbrok, Vikings, better than Game of Thrones. I promise you. All right, I don't promise you. It's subjective as heck, but it is better than Game of Thrones in my opinion. Anyway, this is not financial advice. Thank you all so much. We'll see you on the next one.